Yo, what's good? What's good? I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all. Um, it's supposed to be youth football in the morning. However, I be having stuff to do. I got kids that I gotta, attend to at times. And so I'm just unable to talk in the morning. If I can have it my way, on a consistent basis, I'll probably be like 10, 30, probably 11 or something like that. The time that I would prefer to be on here. But sometimes, man, it just doesn't pan out that way. But I'm here. So I appreciate y'all, for tuning in. And not just that, man. Last night I pretty much enjoyed myself. We talk about the rankings. Some folks are unhappy with the rankings. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not going to be happy. Some people is not happy because they feel like they should be a spot above. Some people is not happy because they not on there. Some people think that they ain't going to play no games and that just because we have a rapport with them that they're going to just make the list. That's not how it go. I told people, you can't buy your way into this. You can only earn your way into this. Okay? If you're not playing smoke, just because we know you don't mean that we not going to move you to where you should be. Because if you're not playing games, then that means that you don't get the fame or you don't get the same amount of respect that everybody out there that's trying to play for some really good work and some really good competition. Man, that's not what we do. That's not what we do. We gonna be 100. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make sure that we do our due diligence. If we wrong on something, we gonna go back, do our homework, possibly change it the next time. But this ain't nothing that you can just say, hey, bro, I got a couple hundred, bro. You should put me on. Nah, that's not it. You gotta earn it. You feel what I'm saying? Just like a rare breed came in, right? They didn't even want to be put at number two. Said, nah, we're gonna earn our way. Now they number one. You gotta earn your way, bro. You can't have people out there. But listen, I seen a team, Palmsdale versus Harbor Area Raiders. Now, this is a team. They said on the live that the Harbor Raiders haven't lost in 3 years. Now, this is a team that I want to come challenge themselves and play versus a Voodoo. Play versus a Voodoo. Play versus any of the top teams, top 10 teams that's out there. Or we say top 8. Play versus them. And we're going to see how good that y'all really are. I don't know how good Palmdale is, but I do know Palmdale, they looked it good. Harvard area didn't look so good. They didn't look so good. In fact, it looked like they end up getting a good a call that turned out to be in their favor, right? That they shouldn't have got. Like when the young man threw it at the ground, they called it a fumble. So I want to see Harvard area come out of their comfort zone and play some of these elite teams because it's always a thing in it's always a team that plays well versus their own people. You know what I'm saying? They versus their own area. I want this team to travel. I'm not sure if they already traveling, but I want them to play some of the top teams out there, and then I want to see how they fare versus those teams. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, they looked it cool, they looked it decent. To not lose in 3 years, you definitely got to come out your comfort zone. It ain't even special no more after that. If you playing versus a team, that's just in your area and they not even a national type team, like nah, you don't get no respect. You don't continue to get respect for that. That's something that's to be expected. We don't want you to keep beating up on your own area, but what we do want, we want you to test yourself. That's what we do want. We want you to test yourself. So that's a team. I believe they out in the West Coast, if I'm not mistaken. If y'all get a chance, bro, I'll leave a link. I'll leave a link up in this video. You know what I'm saying? Under this video, so y'all can get a chance to see that team. But I'm on here because I seen something with uh Coach Trayvon possibly losing a player. Now, it's supposed to be their best player that's supposed to be going to Voodoo. I'm not sure how true it is. I don't want to speculate, but I did see something where Coach Trayvon said that's bad promo, you know. So I guess that meant that it wasn't true or whatever. But that'd be a shame. That'd be a dang shame. Although they still should be able to compete because they merged. So that means they shouldn't be one team in, one team deep. I mean, one player in, one player deep. They shouldn't be having to rely on one specific player because that's not what all the other greats, do. They rely on multiple players. So I don't know how accurate it is, but if they got that young boy, I only say this, man. It's gonna be trouble for everybody. Obviously, we know that because that's why a lot of people making a big deal out of it. But you know what that means for Sawboys? Is Sawboys gonna be able to bounce back from a loss if this true? Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Every other week, I'm hearing Voodoo got some players that they really don't even have. First, I'm hearing that they got a K Weezy. He's still on East Side. I'm hearing that they had the kids that was from the what was it, the Kentucky team or something like that that came out here. They not on the roster. Um Unless I haven't seen them. But like, yeah. So for the most part, they say that Voodoo has a lot of players that they may not even really have. Now, I'm very interested. I'm not taking nothing off the table because it could be true. A lot of people decide that they want to go and test themselves and play with some of the elite teams and stuff like that. But I want to know where Coach Trayvon at, man. I want to know where Coach Trayvon at because I need to know. I need to hear from the horse's mouth, man. Because I don't think Coach Trayvon gonna be honest, far as like the rumor goes. Because I think he did that with the other guys. He didn't want them to. I guess he didn't want them to go to Voodoo or whatever. So I don't know if he's being truthful or if he's just hoping that it ain't the case. I don't know what the situation is, but if they left the Sawboys, man, Sawboys, they're in trouble. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, they definitely in trouble. But that also means that Voodoo just got richer, which is not hard to believe because a lot of people want to go and play for Voodoo. So let me go into the comment section real quick. Let me go to the comment section. Hey, what's up, man? Appreciate y'all being in here as well. Let me see. Let me see. Let me go to the comment section real quick. Hey, Young D was good. Now was good. He says, I think 12 and 13 you should play together in some tournaments. Man, hey, that's a strong possibility. 21 the biggest says, tell them to earn. Tell them it's earned, not given. Oh yeah, you can't pay your way into this. And that's why like we're gonna be doing this, we're gonna be basically partnering up, right, with these working with these guys that does all-star, but you cannot buy your way into it. You gotta earn your way into it. You feel what I'm saying? That's a real all-star when you gotta play your way into the game. Now, We're gonna have some automatic bids. So y'all gotta stay locked in. But it ain't till I want to say April. But it's something that y'all might want to do. He says they be playing Lulu's. Mikey Wade says, but he must made the call because few comments later he sound like it was true. Okay. Hey, I'm not sure, Mikey, but I want him to come on. Ballhead Sports was good. He said, what it do? Hey, man. Hey, dog. And y'all quit pissing my dog Ballhead off, man. He's only trying to be out here with these kids, man, like me. Quit pissing my guy off, man. Eddie Rhea said, he says, all this to beat SED in December. Bro, they already beat SED. What are you talking about, Eddie? They already beat SED. They ain't got to do nothing to beat SED. They showed y'all that they got enough to beat SED with what they have. They're not doing this to beat SED. Come on, man. I can see if SED just won the preseason national. Like, they barely got past Mac Dolphins, which is a really good team. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not even guaranteed that SED gonna even make it to the championship, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Cause I think Mac Dolphin gonna get better, they're gonna get bigger, stronger, they're gonna get some more 7-1s. They're gonna be good. You know, not to say that SED ain't gonna get better, but I'm saying that that basically, bro, like you gotta stop making it seem like they're an automatic bid to the championship. And that's not true. Aaron McKnight said, what's good from PNW? What's good? Tyler said, he says the kids is in better situation. Voodoo will get the best out of the kids for sure. For sure. That's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Um Let me see. Go Crazy said, he says, how do the out of state kids practice with Voodoo? That's a great question. That's above my pay grade, man. Even though it's free, that's above my pay grade. I don't know. You know, like y'all, that's a great question. I'm gonna be honest. He said, all y'all got is Aiden, and we beat him every year. I can't lie with fact. I can never get mad at fact. Hey, TSC Sports, my guy, hard working dude. What's good, man? No, just chopping it up, bro. Just want to see what's going on, man, with this whole situation with Sawboys. And I think that there was a strong possibility why Coach Trevon didn't want to play Voodoo because of this possibility. Because of this possibility, I don't think he wanted to play. And he talked about it, and this man possibly end up losing some of his kids, or at least his best kid, to Voodoo. But this is also why a lot of games are not getting played because they're afraid that their best players are going to lose. Ballhead Sports says, Ken, you think Rare Breed Tenue gonna get some games? I think they're gonna get some games. They gonna get a few. They're not gonna get as many as they wanted, but they're gonna get some few. So I say this: what Rare Breed gonna have to do, bro? They're gonna have to sneak into some tournaments. They gonna have to pull some last minute, type of events. I mean, go to some events, at the last minute. And I don't think nobody gonna turn them away because it's Voodoo. I mean, it's Rare Breed. So I don't think nobody gonna turn them away. But what I do think what's gonna happen is the same thing as it happened in Warzone. Y'all remember when they found out Bessemer decided to enter the tournament? Remember they had like 12 teams. That was reduced to about 4 to 5 teams. Once they found out that Bessemer was entering into the tournament. So what they're gonna have to do is what Georgia Falcons did last year to get a game with ATL Elite. They're gonna have to pretty much go in as an alias name, and then when you play that team, you're gonna find out that you're playing versus Rare Breed. That's what people gonna have to do. Because if y'all allow Rare Breed to go in, which I do think they got some tournaments that they're going to, then some teams, bro, I'm telling you now, some teams are going to probably not show up, which is some scary mess upon the coaches. I wouldn't even want the coach to even coach no more. Okay, you find out a team that that's very good is in your bracket. Now all of a sudden you want to quit. I ain't with that, bro. We don't do no scary business around here. If you got a coach that's not playing games because of who they have to play against, like, bro, that just speaks to you as a coach, in my personal opinion, that you don't feel like you good enough to even give them even a little bit of competition. Because it's so much footage out there. I damn near want to come out of retirement. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I want to coach just so I can show y'all, bruh. Just so I can show y'all. It ain't about what they do. It ain't about what the other team can do. It's about understanding how to scheme and prepare a team for a specific team. It's preparation. Some teams have habits. What are those habits? And the thing about it is you got a Rare Breed out there telling you with so much footage and nobody can stop this stuff. That what makes it crazy for me. Rare Breeds, probably outside of So Icy probably got some of the most footage out there that you can see on the team. And you mean to tell me that nobody can plan versus these teams? They still lose. They still not have a great game. They still try to run things that's not going to work. That's not as conducive. Hey, Tizzy was good. Sean was good. Brock was good. But like these people, literally, see all this footage and videos, but still don't know how to prepare. But that's why I say it makes a lot of sense if teams decide that they want to go to, coaching clinic. Go learn something. That's if you really want to help your kids. If you really care about your kids, go to a coaching clinic. Learn something. Take your notebook. Take your video recorder. Hey, Jake, what's good? Take your video recorder and learn something. Amy says, always on the outside looking in. Says, woulda, shoulda, coulda. For Chris Thomason says, don't matter how prepared you are. He says the kids got to want it as well. Yeah, but here's the thing. A lot of these coaches be so fearful of certain teams, they make their damn kids scared. They talking like, man, look, you got to do this, man. I'm telling you, they can't do. Look, if you don't do this, they gonna do that. I'm telling you, man, they that good. They this and that. Damn, you scaring your kid. You scaring your kid. Now they coming into the game instead of being confident. They lack confidence. I think confidence is the key. Preparation is the key. If these kids, I listen. I can show y'all a video. I can go back later on and show y'all a video. It was a coach. They taught the kids how to hit. When they taught the kids how to hit, right? Now, I didn't say that it was the right way. The kids did the exact same thing that the coaches taught them to do. hit, but never to wrap up. So, when the game came, they hit the player, which they did what they taught, but they never wrapped up. So the player bounced off them, and then all of a sudden bounced for, I want to say, an extra 30 yards. They're not even teaching these kids how to wrap up. They don't teach these kids you can't run without your legs. See, and that's the thing. They are they sitting up there trying to tackle big kids, right? They tackling up high. No, go for the legs. Take that young man legs out. If you strap his legs together, I guarantee you there's nothing he can do. Or or if you get his leg, hold on to his leg until you get help. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of these kids lack fundamentals, so they lack confidence. But once they have the fundamentals, and because Voodoo taught me this at 6U, when they were 6U, they taught me this. They were the smallest team. Aiden was damn near the same size that he is now, just a little bit shorter, but stockier, or stock. You know what I'm saying? They was tackling that man. They made that young man fumble. They were hitting that young man. They were taking his legs out. They wasn't trying to hit up high. That wasn't a battle that you can win. See, these kids need to go back to the drawing board, to the beginning, right? To learn how to tackle from a fundamental perspective. Uh Tyler replying, what did he say? Christopher replying. He said, last I heard, y'all all are playing with illegal kids all year. Says the person who okay with a legal kid for a tournament. I don't get it, bro. I don't. But hey, you ain't talking to me. Uh, I don't know what happened. Nobody is teaching these coaches, to be honest. He says everyone want to talk about what they can, but nobody wants to talk X's and O. Hey, Coach Sean, that's why I had a segment with Coach Jones that I wanted to do, right? And basically it was called Dial It Up. So in the segment, in the section, was basically to teach coaches, like, I mean, or to ask coaches, if we draw this up, what do you do next? If we're in a 4-3 and you're on offense, what is the offense that you feel will be the best offense that basically that shred a 4-3? And to be honest, I don't think a lot of coaches know. If I'm in a 4-4, if I'm in a 5-3, if I'm in a 6-2, right? What do I do when I see somebody in those type of formations? A lot of coaches don't know. But a lot of kids have helped them because they have literally been in a situation where the kids are instinctive. They just, like, they don't know why they doing what they're doing. They just know that, and they just know that, and they're good enough to just make certain reads. But they didn't know that they were supposed to make that read. So that's the thing. Tyler, he say to Yoshi, he said, yeah, we scared to play by the rules. He said, be quiet respectfully. And then Christopher Jarrett, last I heard, you are all playing with illegal kids all year. Cut the crap. All right. He said, eyes eyes on thighs, and drive for 5. Thank you. That's it. Eyes on thighs and drive for 5. I ain't never seen nobody run without their legs. In fact, I seen people that get hit and you don't grab their legs, and then they end up getting 5 extra yards. You know what I'm saying? Amy says, Ken, mark my words. Nobody going to give them a national game, and they're going to be crying because they can't get in, because they can't get in the game December. Because they can't get in the game in December. As a possibility. Sean says that they don't want to skip that show. Says because when X's and O's come up, they get the offline. They get offline. But everybody want to say what we don't know. I can ask them what formation is. I can ask them. Some people don't even know soft coverages. Some people don't know what a nickel look like. Some people don't know what a prevent defense look like. A lot of people don't know certain things, but they don't want to take the time to also learn. So that's the problem right there. He says Tyler been bailing these coaches out for sure. And that's the truth. AT Street was good. Tyler says Yoshi says good luck on your road to wherever national y'all get in. Man, they could have had 2 under their belt. Don't listen to nobody. They could have had 2 games already under their belt. But no, you gotta play. You gotta you gotta go and bend the rules. You would have had Bugatti and you would have had SED under your belt. But instead, you wanted to play with number 2. Now you gotta find what 5 or 6 games to play on a national level. And I don't know, man. And you've been talking so much mess, bro. I don't think nobody gonna feel sorry for you. Bino Bean says, and it's easy as to learn. What he says it's easy as F to learn. Now you can take online coaching clinic, right? But a lot of coaches don't want to take the time. They don't want to take the time. Definitely agree. More if coaches need to get familiar with coaching clinics, talk with other coaches, Glaziers, clinic be everywhere. Yeah, but they be empty. Like even Fanatic is a high school coach. He went to a coach's clinic. He always saying that the one that he went to was empty. But then you got a lot of coaches that don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Coach Trayvon said, all you got to do is see what his mom joined. What did he say? All you got to do is see what his mom joined the 11 group under. After all the madness, we shall see what he chooses to do. So you don't know. Coach Trayvon. So right now you're in a blind spot right now. You don't know if he gonna leave or not. Okay, that's a bet. Langston versus. Oh man, damn. Hey, what time is that game? I was supposed to be going to Houston, man, and it just didn't work out, bro. I was supposed to be going there or Texas. I don't know what part of Texas, but I was supposed to be going there. That's crazy. PA Trencher said, hit the like button, subscribe, please. It's free for sure. Says, he said, game won't count nationally for sure. That's why I tried to tell him, bro, play without them kids, man. You know, but hey, now you got 6 games that you got to get, and you got to remember. You got to remember. Well, he is gonna have one under his belt, which is I think they will have DMVU. They'll have DMVU. Sean says he says SED and Brick City was legit game. He says I think that experience kept them closer to Voodoo. Says let's be real. That he said that play changed the game. Says Voodoo did what was needed, but the game was not one sided. For sure. Yeah, man, that's crazy because we was actually watching that game, and it definitely looked like Bugatti. You know, they had the sauce, well, at least in the first half, and it's just that man, that Voodoo, bro, where you're down, and man, that's all she wrote. And to be honest, bro, like that play could have been a fumble. Could have been a fumble. Um, Coach Trayvon said all these dudes yelling coaching. He said ain't out coach. What he say? He said ain't out coaching me or Saw Boys in 5 years. Ain't out coach me or Saw Boys in 5 years. A lot of riding. You know, he said we will see everyone soon. But yeah, Yoshi. I think Yoshi though he got this mentality, bro. Like I think you should want to. I ain't gonna say be humble, but basically be like I don't know, be cautious, bro, because you'll have a team not even want to play you just on the simple fact they wouldn't want you to go to YNC. I want you to go. I want to see the game. I definitely want to see it. Low says, man, hit that like, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Said it didn't count though, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that game can't count. That the experience definitely counted. Now, I mean for sure, but it's gonna be different because they ain't got their best player. So Rare Breeze, the team to beat. Yep. Low says Rare gonna be a problem for sure. That's fact, hand down. DMVU versus Brick City. He said game counts to the kids, coaches, and parents. He says that's what really matters. I mean, yeah, but if they trying to get into a tournament, then it's not going to count. So that's what I'm really trying to say. Sean says I'm talking the pass interference, SED and Voodoo. Yeah, no, I'm saying, bro, it was some missed calls on both sides. TSC says I will be in Cleveland, in Northern, this Friday through Sunday. Mm. Hey, that Northern hospitality, bro, definitely got some smoke in here. So for y'all, I think it might be too late, but man, that would have been a great event for a lot of people to tune in to. He said Bill got to understand, man, he ain't competing against the coaches. He says talking mess. He says he's going to have to figure out how to out coach that beating his head in. Man, hey man, coach ain't having a good month so far, man. I mean, my goodness. You go to YNC, get blew out. Then after that, possibly lose a player. Then after that, have everybody troll you. Like it's not a good right now. It's not good for coach. It's not good for him, man. But I guess we're gonna see. But just to briefly talk about that 13 and that 12 and 13U, I think that we decided that we're going to change the dynamic of how we go about things. We're not going to force anybody or any team or give them an undeserved spot in the rankings because when you do, it kind of looked like yesterday, right? Like you're just trying to put stuff together. Teams that really shouldn't be on there is on there. Like if you want to get ranked, then you gotta act like somebody that want to be ranked, not just win. You could be undefeated and play nobody and still never get ranked. But that 12 and 13U, like you literally can only look at like 5 or 6 teams for the 12U. You know what I'm saying? I want to say the Ohio team, DEA, Georgia, um, DSC. I said Ohio Elite, DSC, and Treasure Coast. Like that those should have been the only names that was on there. But like, he tried to pull out an 8. But the other people get their ranking when they decide that they want to, play versus other decent teams. Like I can't even try to argue the Oakland Dynamites to get in there. Like, who have y'all played? Y'all see, I've never even mentioned them. He says, Sean says, but he focuses way too much on the trolls. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. But yeah, man, that's my 30-minute mark. I ain't really um had that much time to come on, but I definitely wanted to. We will be on tonight. We possibly might revamp that 12 and 13U or whatever. But we got other stuff. I think we're gonna look to bring maybe Coach Slim, from BCU. We might try to bring them on. We'll see. We'll see. But make sure y'all tune in tonight. Coach Ravon, he says, man, ain't nobody beat us. He said, but Voodoo. So, people, what that are you talking about? He says, thanks for jumping on. Good stuff. Hey, appreciate you, Sean. But hey, make sure y'all tap in later on tonight, man. As y'all know, we looking to have fun. And you already know when Fanatic on a Wednesday, the dude be off the chain, man. So make sure y'all tap in and let us know what y'all want us to talk about. Like, if there's anything that you seen, let's talk about it. But hey, I appreciate y'all.